So, I'm about to discuss the CSS properties and values part 1, the basic properties. So, before we start, let me give you a brief introduction dun sa i-discuss ko. So, yung CSS or Cascading Style Sheet is a language na ginagamit to style and format the layout of web pages. So, siya yung nagko-control ng itsura and the ambience of every website, allowing you to modify the appearance of elements such as the text, images, and containers. So, yung CSS is nagwo-works lang siya by applying the styles to HTML elements using properties and values. So, yung first property natin is color. So, yung description niya is, ginagamit siya para mag-specify ng color ng text inside in an element. So, yung mga possible values niya, kumbaga, tag is red, blue, green, yellow, tapos sa hexadecimal colors naman is hashtag F55, 733 and hashtag 000 and so on and so on. So, yung background color is siya yung nagsasets ng background color ng isang element covering the padding and content areas. So, yung mga possible values niya is same as color. Can use name colors, hex values, RGB, HSL, and etc. Pag naman transparent, no background color. So, next nating property is font size. So, from the name itself, ito yung nagde-define ng size ng isang text. So, yung pwede siyang ilagay na XX small, X small, tapos small, medium, large, and so on and so on. So, yung pwede mo rin input yung smaller or larger. Then, pwede rin tayo gumamit ng px or equivalent to pixels, em are relative to the font size of the parent, and rem to the relative to the root of element, and percentage to the percentage of the parent element's font size. So, yung next natin is yung font family. So, yung font family is yung nagde-defines ng font style used for the text in an element. So, you can specify multiple fonts as fallbacks. So, pwede mo yung ilagay, kumbaga for example, Arial, Georgia, Courier New, and so on and so on. So, yung mga generic families name na pwede mo rin ilagay is serif, sans serif, monospace, cursive, fantasy, and so on and so on. So, next natin is text alignment. So, ginagamit siya pang align ng text inside an element. So, yung pwede natin ilagay dito is, kumbaga left. From the word itself, left. I-align niya yung text dun sa left side, diba? Tapos pag right, i-align niya yung text dun sa right side. Pag center, i-align niya yung text sa center. And pag justify, it aligns text so that the left and right edges are straight. So, next natin is margin. So, ginagamit naman to pang set ng space outside the element's border. So, pang length, pwede gamitin dito is length units, kumbaga yung px nga, yung pixel, em, percentage, and etc. So, yun naman sa auto, ginagamit siya for centering elements horizontally. So, pag shorthand values naman, margin is 10 pixel, 20 pixel. So, it sets the vertical and horizontal margins respectively. So, number 7 is padding. So, ginagamit naman yung padding pang specifies ng space inside an element between the content and the border. So, yung mga possible values niya is length units, yun nga ulit, px, em, percentage, and etc. So, pwede rin dito gamitin yung shorthand values. Ito ng padding, 10px, 5px, top, bottom, 10 pixel, left and right, 5 pixel. So, number 8 is with. So, ginagamit naman yung with. Para sa with ng isang element. So, katulad lang din nung mga previous na sinabi ko, pwede gamitin yung length units na px, em, percentage, and etc. So, pwede rin dito gamitin yung auto, process, calculates. So, yung nakakalculate nandito is yung browser. Then, max width sets a maximum width limit. Min width naman is sineset niya yung width into minimum limit. So, number 1 is height. From the word itself ulit, it specifies the height of an element. So, yung mga possible values niya ulit is like units, pixel, em, percentage, and etc. So, dito rin is pwede rin gumamit ng auto. So, yung browser ulit yung magkakalculate ng height based dun sa content na ilagay mo. So, max height is max and minimum height is ayun yung magsaset ng maximum height and minimum height. So, yung border naman is ito naman yung nagsaset ng border around an element. So, yung mga possible values niya is border width. Pwedeng gumamit ng thin, medium, thick, or exact values katulad ng 2 pixel, and so on. So, pwede rin umano ng border style, kumaga solid, dash, dotted, double groove, and so on, and so on. So, pwede rin gumamit ng border color. So, any color yan, katulad ng didiscuss ko nung first value natin, first property rather, is kumaga pwede siya gumamit ng hashtag 00, RGB, and more. So, shorthand is kumaga sa border is pwede ka maglagay ng 2 pixel solid black which indicate the width and style and color. So, yun lang yun.